This is the Mariners POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Seattle Mariners. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Okay, this is the earliest we've gone live right after a game. Usually Chris and I like to just chat about the things we're going to talk about here, but oh my God, there's so much to talk about. First of all, absolute dime by Julio there at the very, very end. Cannot get a better throw. This is now a thing with Cal. Great hitter, having a great season, yada, yada, yada. He has missed a few tags where he needs to make it. And that was, God, that's bad, man. That is bad. You have to get that out on that perfect throw.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And you waste one of the best starts I've seen in a long time. Debatable with this year. It's this one or the Kirby 14Ks against the Angels.
Sure.
I'd say this one's better because it's against the Yankees at Yankee Stadium, and you had to win this game. Yeah. This is the worst loss of the year. This, in my opinion, this is the worst loss of the year. You had already lost the first two games of the series. You had Bryan Woo going and just giving it everything he has in front of his family tonight in New York. Oh, this sucks, man. We're just going to go raw emotion today because I am pissed off right now after watching everything happen there. We're going to talk about Woo's start. We're going to, I guess, talk about Polanco staying hot. But this is your Mariners POSTCAST live right for every single Mariners game, yada, yada, yada. You guys know the drill. Chris Crawford to my left, me right here. Chris, what are your thoughts on the game?
Boy, oh boy. You know, I thought I was going to get some time to talk about the new hat I got. It's really pretty and it feels really good on my head. It's got that silk. This sucks. I mean, it's the best and the worst part about doing a daily show, right? Because the good part is that this is cathartic, you know, because you're going to get everything out. You're going to feel like you don't carry this over into whatever you're going to do. Anders, I know you're also you're hangry. You're hangry right now. You're a boy who wants to go eat his num-nums, and I totally get it. It's I felt like that for a while. You know, despite this beautiful face being a little more cherub, I guess you would say, than yours. Yeah. I you know, that might explain a few things. What a waste. What a waste. And I'm so tired of having to say what a waste. I've had to say it for so many Mariner games and Mariner seasons. Let's just keep it 100. Like we've had to say this like so often. You get such an unbelievably great start from Bryan Woo. You get a Jorge Polanco homer, and then your bullpen STBs and your MVP candidate doesn't get a tag down. He just flat out doesn't get a tag down. And this is the other thing about being a daily recap show, because we cannot overstate how wonderful a player Cal Raleigh is. We cannot do it. But he cost you a game today. He cost you a game today not getting that tag down. Now, he's not the only reason that he cost him.
Right, yes.
But ultimately,
he's the reason why we didn't go to another extra inning. Yes.
We're not going live for another 5 or 10 minutes right now without that tag, right? If he gets that tag down. And it's just a culmination of failing the litmus test, man. Failing the litmus test, the one game that you absolutely deserve to win. Yeah. You don't, because of bad bullpen usage, a bad take, and also some really questionable decision-making by Dan Wilson as well. Really questionable decision-making.
So we're going to kind of start with the start, but I want to go straight. So Munoz goes 7 after the first 2 walks. Yes. I was like, oh boy, what's going on? You can't walk the first 2 guys ahead of Judge. That's just a no. Right. But he actually gets Judge to strike out. And then he just cruises after that. Sets down 20 straight batters. And then, like, okay, still has the no. You go out for the 8th, 96 pitches, maybe something like 95, 96
something
pitches.
Along those lines.
And Jazz Chisholm leadoff single. He gets left in there. I think it was Bellinger after that. He gets left in there. And then that's when you go to, after the second hit, that's when you go to Brash, and Brash leaves one over the plate for Giancarlo Stanton. There was probably a run there in between. But the point is, would you have taken Woo out as soon as the no-no was done?
100%. It was a thing where I just have to be completely honest with you. I realized he had a no-hitter in the top of the 7th inning. Like, I just happened to see that the box score said 0-0-0.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a no-hitter. I wonder how long they'll keep this going. But then when I saw the pitch count, I was like, oh, well, no, that's not happening.
Yeah.
That's not happening. So I don't even really get why he was there for the 8th, to be fair to you. And I understand old man yells at cloud. Everybody wants to talk about, in my day, they used to throw 130 pitches. Shut the heck up. It's not how baseball works anymore. It's just not. It hasn't worked that way.
Okay, hold on. You saw why it doesn't work like that.
100,000%.
Because you leave Woo in, and he gets he allows basically an extra run because of that. I think that's the bigger reason why you lost today. I think that's the biggest reason why you lost.
And to be clear, I know I said that I would have taken him out. I also understand, like, hey, if he can get through a quick inning, sure, why not? He's going to face the bottom of that order. Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
As soon as Chisholm gets on, he's got to go.
Yeah.
As soon as Chisholm gets on, you have to go to Brash in that situation. Now, the other thing is, and a lot of people are going to be Monday morning quarterbacking this, they'll say, hey, well, you know what? You saw Matt Brash. He wasn't any better. In fact, he was worse. By definition, he was definitely worse. It's still putting 2 runners on in that situation. And how much did the Mariners lose by? 1 run? Yeah. It would have been probably better for Brash to be pitching in that situation. I get it. And I'm not taking anything away from Bryan Woo at all. Fantastic effort. The ability to come back. He walks those first 2 guys, and I was worried. I was nervous because if anybody's due for regression, and it's not because Bryan Woo stinks, it's the opposite of that. It's just you have to give up runs sometime, right? So I was thinking, hey, maybe this is the one where he starts to get on not a bad run, but maybe this is where he gives up runs. Maybe this is going to be one of those starts. No, the exact opposite. From inning 2, and after the strikeout to Judge, from the strikeout to Judge until the 8th inning, Bryan Woo pitched like an ace. But as soon as a runner gets on base there, you have to go to your bullpen. You have to. And maybe it's not the exact reason they lost this game. It certainly didn't help.
Yeah. I'm going to give you the floor. Umpires, go.
Oh my God. Holy crap on a cracker. I mean, if you don't want an ABS system after watching this stuff, then you probably just don't like baseball, right? And if you don't like baseball, I really appreciate you watching. You're probably related to Anders and I, and that's very nice of you. Like, we appreciate you coming out. This is a disgrace. This is an absolute disgrace. I'm just sick of incompetence and sick of the lack of accountability, right? Because that's ultimately where I come down here.
Yeah.
Umpires can get away with whatever the heck they want because there's no accountability. They'll get talked to by the league and they'll say, hey, just so you know, you missed this one. It's not going to change how they call plays. It's not going to change anything.
And a couple people pointing out, like, there are a couple that Munoz got as well. Yes, absolutely. Both ways. It shouldn't be either of those. How about just every time you throw a strike, it's a strike. Every time you throw it's a ball, it's a ball.
Hey, how about that, right? Hey, how about the ability to get things right? And it's not like we're talking about something that takes 15 minutes. It takes like 5 seconds for them to get this call right? It's like, if anybody's watched these challenge things, it takes just a little bit of time. It's the same thing as watching tennis, right? Where you see the ball down the line. You see the ball down the line. If they were right, they're right. If they're wrong, they're wrong. Okay? Why can't we do that in baseball? It's not a perfect system, but you know what it is? Objectively better than what we have right now. Like, the idea that it has to be perfect is stupid. It's absolutely stupid to say, well, if this machine can't be to 100%, then we should be just not doing it.
What's the point of doing it? The point is that it's better.
It's better. It's 1,000% better. 1,000% better. And I am annoyed at the lack of accountability. And I'm annoyed at the people who just don't get it. I'm annoyed because there are a lot of people who disagree. A lot of people think that this is the human element. The human element is baseball. That's the human element. You're watching humans play. You go. You talk.
I will try. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. I want to talk a little. Okay, you know what? Actually, let's quickly do our sponsors for today, and then I want to talk about the offense because there was some good, and it just seems like every time this offense, even in a good day like today, there's still some bad. They can never just have a complete performance, and that's why I'm starting to get really frustrated with this roster. I'll leave that to Ty and Colby for the long-term stuff because I have major questions on what the outlook is even for the 2025 season. So, okay, let's do some game time first. Does that sound good, Chris Crawford?
Everything sounds good.
Everything sounds good. Boy, my Chinook's dinner sounds really good right now. I need to get through this quickly. We've all been there, logging on early and waiting forever for concert tickets to go on sale, only to lose your spot for a show you've been dying to see. Live music should be about making memories, not dealing with the stress of ticket shopping. That's where Gametime comes in.
Gametime makes buying tickets fast and simple. Prices on the app actually drop the closer you get to first pitch, and they've got incredible last-minute deals, clear seat views, and a lowest price guarantee that takes the worry out of buying. Honestly, there's no other app you should be using to buy tickets. There's just no other reason that you should be using anything but Gametime, because not only is it the cheapest, it's got that money guarantee. It's got the guarantee that you're going to get what you want for the event you want. I just watched the Simpsons episode where Homer loses all of his friends because they get tickets to the fake Super Bowl. Don't let that happen to you. Use Gametime.
Take the guesswork out of buying concert and show tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, make sure to create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Download the Gametime app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. The Charles Barkley guarantee. If you're running a business, you know that every missed call is money left on the table. Think about the last time you had a service emergency like a burst pipe. And if the first plumber didn't answer, did you wait? Did you wait for him to call you back? No, you called the next one. That's why having a reliable business line is so important. That's why you need OpenPhone.
OpenPhone is the #1 business phone system that helps you streamline and scale customer communication, all from an app on your phone or computer. Your whole team could share one number. It's awesome. You don't have to have a whole bunch of people wondering, hey, how do I get a hold of this guy? Hey, how do I get a hold of this guy? It's just automatically that number. A wonderful service from the wonderful people of OpenPhone.
OpenPhone is offering Locked On Mariners listeners 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/LockedOnMLB. That's OpenPhone.com/LockedOnMLB. And if you have existing numbers with another service, OpenPhone will port them over at no extra charge. OpenPhone, no missed calls, no missed customers. All right, offense. Everyone gets on base except one person. I'll leave you guys in the comments to guess who that is. But it still seems like, when you're up 5-0, you're kind of cruising with Bryan Woo. There were moments to just put this game completely out of reach. And you saw what the Yankees did the last 2 nights, right? That's how you put a game completely out of reach. And I'm not saying the Mariners should be the Yankees, but if you compare the two, right? You look at how the teams perform. Yes, the Yankees were the better team the first 2 games. The Mariners were the better team tonight for the majority of the game. Mm-hmm. They should have won this game. This is why you need to have those moments where it's just all right, let's kind of put in our not high leverage guys, and everyone's just kind of, all right, moving on to tomorrow. We already won the series. I'm talking from the Yankees perspective sort of thing. Sure. But it just doesn't happen. They keep just barely eaching their way back into the game. What do you think about the offense? And by the way, the one person that didn't get on base tonight is Julio Rodriguez. So in case you guys didn't guess that.
Yeah, really poor offensive game from Julio. Big Jumper draws the walk, which I believe was just the intentional.
That was his only. Yep, that was his only.
No, I'm sorry. We were talking about it being intentional, and then he drew the walk in the first. He has one really good at bat in the third inning, I believe, where he draws like an 11 pitch strikeout or something like that. But the middle of the order was not good today. It was great to see Polo drive a baseball.
Yep.
I'll have an unsung hero today.
Okay.
How about Dom Canzone? How good he's looked at the plate today. Like, you were even telling me that you wished it was Dom Canzone at the plate instead of Luke Raley in that situation. Yeah. And I don't blame you. He just is seeing the baseball so well right now. But you're not wrong. This offense today, it was great to draw 4 walks. It was great that they put together a little bit of strung together some stuff, especially that 3-run homer from Polo. He has to be this guy. They have to get Polo to be this guy. But everybody else just kind of played a pretty meh offensive game against Marcus Stroman. Like, come on. Marcus Stroman's the type of guy. And here's the thing, too. You put together the lineup today, 7 guys swinging from the left side. The only guys who weren't swinging from the left side today were Julio and Randy, and the lefties just didn't get it done. They didn't get it done. I know it's a 5-run game. Felt like it should have been more today. And, you know, and by the way, I've seen all the comments and we really appreciate it and stuff, but like, you can blame umpires and players too. I know you guys are capable of logging onto the internet, typing, and watching, so you can multitask there. We can multitask and say the players didn't do a good enough job, and also the umpiring was atrocious in the late innings tonight. It's not like it has to be one or the other, right? It isn't one thing. You don't get to just say, oh, it's one thing. No, it's both. It was both tonight. It was both a poor effort from the team and a poor effort from the umpiring. Yeah, this offense has just got to be better, though.
Yeah, and it's a good day for them. They get 9 hits, 5 runs. The bottom of the order looks great. Cole Young's really starting to come along. That's going to be my unsung hero. I'm just going to say it right now, Cole Young. Dude, I keep saying this, but he's slowly figuring it out at this level. Love to see the kind of confidence he's going up to the plate with every single time. Went the other way for the first RBI, I believe. Master Boney gets the second one, and then you get the 3-run dinger from Jorge Polanco, who you mentioned it. Like, he has to be this guy, and it's just crazy how much of a disparity between him healthy versus him not healthy really is. Because he looks like a fairly above average hitter, very above average hitter when he's healthy. He looks like one of the best hitters in this lineup, to be completely honest. But it's I don't know. I'm nitpicking here with the offense because they're not the reason why we lost this game. It's the decision making with Bryan Woo. It's the bullpen. Matt Brash, that was a terrible pitch to Giancarlo Stanton. I understand half your pitches you don't know where you're going anyway, but that is a bad time to miss it against a bad guy to miss it too.
And let's be clear on Andres Munoz, because we didn't talk about him much because we wanted.
He was bad.
Awful
today.
He was terrible today.
Awful.
Just could not locate the slider whatsoever. And there was a bunch of talk on social media about maybe tipping pitches.
Yes.
That is not what happened. Now, I'm not going to say this. I'm not going to say that the Yankees didn't know what was coming. I'm saying it doesn't matter if they know what's coming if you can't locate your pitch, right? Yeah. Oh, congratulations. You know it's a slider. It wouldn't matter if you knew it was a slider or not. It missed.
Because he didn't throw it for a strike once.
No. So there's no point in saying that, in my humble estimation, it's not, oh, those cheaters, those Yankees, they're tipping pitches.
Well, also, it's not cheating. The guy's on second base.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, we could have a long debate about whether it's ethical, whether it's
screw that. If you could, if it's part of the game.
Well,
the reason the Astros cheating scandal was not because they knew what pitch was coming, it's because how they did it was with a camera.
Sure.
That's why it was cheating. It wasn't because they knew what was coming, because a lot of people, it's been shown, you want to get as many edges as you can. I don't know. Big, long discussion. I don't want to get into it.
Absolutely. And I'm going to let you eat your Hot Pockets in just a second. And, but...
can you guys tell that I'm hangry?
No, you're doing well. You're doing well. You're very handsome and all that stuff. It's great to see.
Is there anything else that we missed that you want to talk about?
I don't think so. No, just the fact that
this is an awful loss.
This is an awful loss, and we'll talk about the long-term stuff. Because we can't help it. You got to go play well in Detroit now. Yeah. You've got to go play well in Detroit, and I don't know.
I'm just gonna say this about long term. I don't even know if the Mariners should not be sellers at this point. Just because this roster just there's too many holes, and your strengths pitching, mostly relief pitching, and the back end of your starting pitching hasn't been good enough. It's not like you're one bat away or you're even 2 bats away.
Yeah,
you just have too many holes to fill at this point.
It just totally depends, in my personal opinion, how much making the postseason means to you. Because if it's World Series or bust, then I tend to agree with you. Yeah. I still think because this team has missed the postseason so often that getting that third wild card is worth making additions. It's worth now making additions that also help you in 2026, and you're not
that's a good point.
Farm system and all that stuff. But
you don't have to rent, right?
You don't have to rent. In fact, the Mariners haven't really rented very often. They got Justin Turner and Jimmy Garcia, but didn't exactly blow up the farm system to get those guys either. So, it's going to be interesting, and it's we're getting real close. Hey, just a quick tease. I'm going to talk to Justin Hollander on Thursday for KJR. So,
that's a great tease.
So, we'll probably ask him about some of that stuff.
Sorry, Sushi Dude. I don't mean to bring the vibes down. I'm pissed. I'm not happy. I just see too much of a difference between these two rosters that we just watched. The Yankees aren't even that good.
Doesn't Sushi sound incredible right now?
It does sound incredible. Stop it. I need to leave at this moment. Any last words before we head out of here? We got it's going to be you alone tomorrow on the postcast. By the way, Chris won't pump his own tires, so I'll do it for him. Please check out Sports Radio KJR tomorrow. Chris Crawford is hosting for Ian Furness 1 to 3. He'll be talking lots of Mariners, Kraken, all that fun stuff, probably a little Seahawks as well.
And just real quick, too, donate to Holinsky's Hope. It is a cause that is extremely important to a lot of people, myself included. I'll tell you about why tomorrow, but go do that. Go ahead and good luck tomorrow. I keep joking that you guys are going to shoot a 52, but I don't think you're actually going to shoot a 52.
That's very high for a 9-hole scramble. So
I just can't imagine Benton's a good golfer. He has that face. I'm sorry.
I think you're swapping Benton and Anders.
I have to talk to you every day. I only have to talk to him every once in a while.
Good point. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Chris will talk to you tomorrow. I have to do this charity event thing.
Poor guy.
After these vibes. Not looking forward to it. No, I'm just kidding. Really excited. Well, I will be back on Saturday. Chris will be back with you guys tomorrow. Excellent stream as always, but man, I wish it was under better circumstances. Last words, Chris Crawford.
Bye.